Aye. They just told us in there that the linesman said it already across the line on the post day, got a touch on it, so 2 goals in it, aye, delighted, but obviously it's another 3 points and then the clean sheet, which is most important.
Who's the last time you scored 2 in a game?
I think might have been the League Cup the first year I signed, perhaps. Stirling and I got cut up front with 10 minutes to go, I think I scored 2, so I think it would have been 5-6 years ago.
Is it not true that you used to be a striker, didn't you?
I did, back in my early days when I was at Rangers, and then moved back, so...
Instincts are still there?
I would say they're still there a wee bit, yeah.
How did it feel to play in this team, especially in that first half? It was really fluid, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. We've started the season really well. Obviously 3 wins, 12 goals scored, and it was disappointing it was the goal against Stirling, but I think we could still get better. The performances have been okay. I thought today was a bit slack at times, but obviously we're getting the winners, so we're confidence.
Do you feel that there's been progress from game to game?
Definitely, yeah. It's something the manager's talking about. First couple of games he's kind of stressed about how nobody can be perfect this early in the season, but he's also stressing that these aren't pre-season friendlies for us, they're competitive games, we want to win them. So thankfully we're doing that, but I think everyone knows that we can still get better. I think we are getting better, but we can still get a lot better.
And it's big because you look at the options, the choices on the bench, especially centre back, that everyone needs to kind of do their business on the pitch when they get the chance.
That's it, yeah. It's like obviously I think a lot of people are getting a lot of minutes during these games, but that's another thing the manager's saying, when you get the chance you need to try and do your best to show him that it's your position when you get the chance. So I think you can see that a wee bit when everyone's playing, that they're trying to give it their all, and maybe that's coming across a wee bit too much, that they're trying too hard a wee bit. But again, it's like I said, we've got a big squad, so everyone's desperate for that jersey.
Craig, is that kind of Derek's kind of mindset? It's a different kind of manager than the one you had, but he drives things forward, he doesn't let things slip.
No, he does. He's been on it. You think that we won 4-0 there in Cricket, so you've gone in, it was all buzzing. It wasn't. We had a couple of words and spoke about how we know that it wasn't good enough in certain points of the game, and it can get better. So it's good, it's refreshing. You want that. You don't want someone that's just going to tell you you're brilliant all the time. So I think everyone knows that the standards need to be really high if you want to win this team. It's just some certain. When we get into certain areas of pitch, it's just slack, we're maybe forcing passes, or we're not keeping the ball, and things aren't getting done quick enough. It's just your kind of general stuff that I think, even though we got told that, all the boys kind of know ourselves, these bits that was kind of sloppy and stuff like that. So it's a good thing that everyone knows that the manager's there going to tell you when you're not doing things right, and you can all take it on board and try and get that.
Is that quite unusual?
I don't think so. I think even if the manager came in and didn't say anything and just left it to the boys, I think we would have said ourselves that we knew that it wasn't as good as what it could have been. But like I said, it's just good that you've got a manager that's going to tell you if you're not doing good, that you aren't. So I think it's just a collective from everyone demanding more from each other.
How big has he been on standards from day one? Because when we first spoke to him when he got the job, he said that's one of his biggest things.
Yeah, it's been massive. And I think even if you go back to before we even came in for the first day of pre-season, when he kind of spoke to people over the phone and stuff, and he spoke about last season how the standards weren't there and it wasn't good enough. So I think everyone knew from outside before he stepped into the first day of pre-season, everyone had to lift it. Everyone's level last year wasn't good enough, and it was the reason Hearts found themselves in the position we were in. So right from the first day, it's all about the standards, and we try to get Hearts back to where we should be.
Brilliant, Craig, thank you.
All right.
Cheers. You're fair and worse in the first half. Unless it might change the shape today, and it maybe didn't help us and opened up some gaps when we quickly kind of went back to what we normally do. And they got their tails up, and it's difficult, and you're hoping you catch them on a bad day. But new manager, and they're right at it. And we felt that kind of pressure in the first half, and we tried to say to them in the second half, listen, I know it's hard out there, but you've got to be positive. Don't make positive mistakes. I thought we were a little bit cautious, and we sink in, and it doesn't actually help. Go and get on the front foot a little bit more, and I thought we did that in the second half. And okay, we didn't create a lot, but we just frustrated them. The shape was better. We got after them a little bit more, and even though listen, we're in a game, we're not going to win. We'll get more out of that second half going forward into the league than we certainly did in that first half.
Did you feel a wee bit suffocated in that first half, just the way Hearts were hemming you in and constant pressing?
Listen, they did, and we knew that, and but we spoke about don't give them easy goals, and we give away 3 from corners today, which are preventable. We spoke about because we have been trying to put that extra pass in play. Listen, no problem do it, but don't give it away in the middle of the pitch. We give it away in the middle of the pitch and they punish us. So those are things that we spoke about that we need to be better on. But in the second half, we're asking then, well, can you be more positive? Can you take the ball? Can we move it forward? Can we get after people rather than sinking in and think you're doing the right thing? And I thought we did that. So listen, they can say they maybe took the foot off the gas in the second half, and I'd probably agree. but that's not my concern. My team had to have a better shape, had a better mentality, to feel positive, to feel supported in that second half, and I think we certainly showed that.
In terms of lessons you take forward, and in terms of a game like this to the season and to other things ahead, what sort of lessons do you try and take from it?
Listen, it's valuable for the young boys, especially. Do you know what I mean? There's a top team. Don't take too many touches. Move it quick. Physically strong. Runners in behind. Not waiting for the ball to be played. There's so many things that some of the young players that we have here can learn going forward. If you don't learn from this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's nothing complicated. It's not fancy. You need to be right on it and do things, simple things well all the time. And Hearts did that, and I say they scored. Listen, they could argue they could scored more goals, 100%, and the goalkeeper played well, and I knew he had to, but we've let in 3 from set pieces, which are preventable things as well, so they're things we need going forward. But we've spoken about as a team and a club, can we get something out of these games, even if we're not winning them, that we can take it into the league, so do the things we want to, even though the scoreline might not suit us, and I thought certainly in that second half it was more about how we wanted to play.
Yeah, I think you get a wee sense of the team that you want to be. Getting Kyziridis playing off that left, having 2 wingers, Stirling surprises a wee bit because they went with a back 4 against us, and all last season and even pre-season games and cup games have been a back 5. So it made it a wee bit more straightforward in the sense that we could, as long as we were aggressive, we were defensive work and through the middle of the pitch, which I thought we were through Cammy and Ocean. I thought we could feed the wide ones. And I thought the combination between Bolshevik and Forrest and Milne and Kyziridis was really fluid, and we arrived time and time again at the right areas of the pitch that we wanted to arrive at. Our decision making at the time let us down. Our final pass and cross, wrong choice, it was a cross, could have been a lot cleaner with that, but in terms of how they wanted the flow of the game to go, it was really good. 3-0 up at half time, and loads of positives. Bolshevik felt his hamstring at half time, so he came off. We didn't have another right back, 2 boys at right back sitting in the stand, but for some reason I didn't put one on the bench. I wanted Kingsley and I had Kent there just to be that main header, but so we put Ocean out of there. I thought we lost a wee bit of our fluency, but I actually think Stirling deserve a wee bit of credit for that as well, that they just get right off the game. When you're losing 3-0, sometimes you start stopping the bleeding, and I thought they really filled the middle of the pitch, went 5-3-1-1 with the one dropping right in, the striker then dropping in at right times, which meant we had to go round the houses a wee bit, and we weren't as fluid as I wanted us to be. I wanted us at half time to be really show that authority, which I did in terms of control, and obviously the result, the way it was going, Stirling never really offered it too much ambition to get bodies forward, so it was all on us to try and break them down, and I don't think we were quite as good as I wanted us to be.
It was a big thing having Thierry to stay wide.
Yeah, I wanted that.
Did move to a back 5.
Yeah, I wanted him to be there, and obviously at times, sometimes even in training yesterday when we were going through the shape, sometimes Harry and Kizzy were fighting for the same space, because Harry wants to play where Kizzy is, and Kizzy we're asking to hold that width, because I don't want him wandering into where I thought they would have a lot of body, so we wanted maybe Harry to more be the one inside and keep Kizzy to try and get that 1v1 situation, which we did quite a lot. He was productive enough. Could have done a wee bit more, truth be told. I thought, and that's not criticism in terms of, but he gets a goal, good finish, stood up cross. Who was it? Was it Bolshevik who stood it up?
Yeah.
But he should have been in 5 minutes previous to that to get another goal in the exact same area. But I thought in terms of his first game and out in front of the Hearts fans over that far side, I think you can see, you get a wee flavour of what he's capable of being. I think he's a moments player, and I think he's capable of being a difference for us, and when he was at his best first half, I thought he's seen that. So he'll feel good about himself, getting 60 minutes under his belt, his first involvement really in the League Cup. And there was far more positive than there wasn't, and these games can sometimes catch you out. If your approach and your attitude and the way we set about the game first half isn't right, then these games can catch you, but thankfully all that was there in abundance, and we get the 4-0 victory. It just feels we're leaving here feeling a wee bit, we've left a wee bit within ourselves, and we could have been a bit better second half.
In terms of the squad, was it just a case of numbers of Benny and Michael Steinbinder in the...
No, Benny was injured. Benny picked up an injury yesterday, He got a wee strain. We had a wee bit of scare initially, but thankfully it's nothing too sinister and he's got a chance for Wednesday. And listen, I'm not going to talk about every player that's left out, and I understand why you guys want to ask about the players that are there, but unless the league change the rules, I cannot, somebody needs to be left out. And it was just about trying to I like to get a goalkeeper on the bench, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders if I can, 2 wide players, 2 strikers, and sometimes that makes you make some tough decisions.
How happy were you with McInnes the first half in terms of some of the runs he was making into?
Yeah, I think at times he could have left Stirling and Forrest alone, but there was also times when he saw the space to drive into and made some great runs, put some couple of good crosses in, showed his quality. The game's a wee bit, I think the game's, no, that type of game isn't perfect for Ocean, right? So a possession-based game, you're controlling the game, you're getting all the touches. Sometimes players like him are looking to find where they actually fit in this game, where he actually needs maybe the opposition a wee bit more of the ball, so he can go and win the ball. And I think I can think of 8 or 9 games in the Premier League that we're going to face where having him as in the midfield will be key for us. So today it's still a wee bit false. It's a bit pre-season. You're getting loads of touches. He's almost one of those players at times. He can show what he's actually better at when the opposition has the ball, and he has to go and chase him down, he has to win more fighting balls. It was all a bit sanitised in that sense today, but I still thought he showed what he is in the middle of the park. Unfortunately I had to move him because I didn't put another fullback on the bench.
You must be happy that you're using this competition to build momentum though.
I think that's important. Sometimes when people say to me, oh, that first game proper against Albion, these are proper games, the League Cup, and we're trying to demonstrate that. The only downside about this in the League Cup games coming is the fact that you can't play 2 and 3 friendly games a week and utilise the full squad, and it's the biggest squad I've ever had to work with, and you're trying to normally when you're playing pre-season games you can get 11 on, 11 off, or you can arrange another game the next day and you get another totally different game to play in 90 minutes. But when the League Cup comes, you can't be too frivolous with it all and a bit underplay it a wee bit. You've got to be ready, and you've just got to sometimes make sure you pick out a strong team. I've also got my mind for the Aberdeen game, because I know there's bigger challenges ahead. And it's my job to get players minutes. It's my job to try and keep everybody interested. It's also my job to make sure that the players who probably want to start that game have enough minutes in their legs for that game. So you've got all these things to try and to manage, and with the numbers we've got, and the fact that it's League Cup games rather than pre-season games, it's no easy.
Good man.
Right,
Cheers.
Barry.
How happy are you you've now made your debut?
To be fair, I'm really happy, but not too much, because I could score more goals. But okay, this is a football. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes no. But first of all, I'm happy because we win the game and we keep behind the 0. So this is the most important for our team. And yes.
Have you had to feel patient to get out because you missed the first 2, or you missed the first game and then you didn't come off the bench?
Yeah, I was waiting a lot for this moment, just to play, to enjoy my job, to enjoy what I'm doing. So yes, I wait 2 games, but now I'm back. I'm 100% healthy, and I'm here to help the team. And I'm here to give everything for this team, for these fans, for my teammates, for the coaching staff, for everyone.
What made you want to come to Hearts when the transfer interest emerged?
So when you have one offer from such a huge club, you cannot say no. So I like the project. I like the Scottish football, the way how the fans celebrate every game. So yes, this was what I was thinking before I say yes. But it was very easy decision, as I said before, and I'm really happy that I did this decision.
What did the manager ask from you today? You were on the line a lot. Is that what he asked you to do?
Yeah, exactly, and give me the freedom to do my stuff, what I am able to do, and also to defend.
What can Hearts fans expect? Is that type of performance is what they can expect from you, getting the ball and taking on fullbacks?
Yeah, exactly. But I don't like to be honest, I don't like to speak so much what they will expect from me or not. I'm just here to show every game in the field and not to talk.
The fans got very excited every time you got the ball. Did that must have made you feel good? There was a little buzz among the support.
Yeah, this is good for the football players to get confidence. Yeah, it's very helpful.
What in terms of the move to Hearts, how have you settled into Edinburgh and the squad?
Sorry?
How in terms of the move to Hearts, how have you settled within the squad and within Edinburgh?
Before I came, I was watching the games, so I see how the fans are, how the team are, and I knew the teammates before I came, not the names because it was hard to be fair to learn the names, but now I know everyone. You know, in the beginning I had a little bit problem with the accent, it was hard for me, but now I think I'm good. And at least I can understand 100% everything.
Who was the hardest to understand?
The hardest?
Yeah.
My brothers too. Oh my God. Yeah, these guys.
Did you speak to anyone that you know who had played in Scotland about coming here?
Yes, with not me personally, but my agent speak with Takis Fisas, Mr. Takis Fisas, and he said that I have to go here, I have to come. So I trust him and I come.
What advice did he give you? Any advice to?
Just to enjoy what I'm doing, to enjoy every training session, every game, and this is what I'm trying to do every day, to be better and better.
How different an environment is it to come into compared to what you're used to? Scottish football, how different is it?
Every league has different things, so you need to adapt. And I believe that I will adapt fast and I will give my 100% every game.
The physical side, is that something that you are used to or expected?
Yeah, I was expecting this, that it will be more runnings, more fights, and I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to run, and I'm ready to give everything.
Your celebration, is there a reason behind the celebration?
Well, it's not some special reason.
Okay.
I was with my wife and we discussed because I was struggling when I was in Hungary. I was struggling to score goal. So I had the feeling one day before the game that I will score tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I was discussing with my wife what celebration should I do. And she gave me this celebration, and because I score, I keep it.
Right, brilliant. Thank you.
Good man.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.